Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Michael's Millennial Money. Today I want to talk about the part that I've been actually going through, or I was going through recently, and it's midlife crisis. It's not actually like midlife crisis, but it's a mid-20s crisis, let's say, and it's totally normal, it's happening. I just see it, not a lot of people are talking about it. I'm not saying about like social media, but at least in my surroundings, everybody take it as a normal thing, but I think it's actually a bit different as well, and especially in my opinion, I want to share it with you because I think actually the path, the way that I did choose, there are many, obstacles that I went through, and and that's maybe what some people might consider as a crisis, or being lonely when you are trying to make some money somewhere because you are not able to make money at your hometown or so on, so you have to go abroad. And I'm gonna share it with you, and maybe there is gonna be more parts for this kind of topic, so you can let me know what you think in comment section below. If you are new on this channel is mostly about investing, making money. I started 7 years ago, and I'm just like, I would say, average guy trying to get something better from the life, and I invest into real estate, I'm frugal, and I like stocks, crypto, and work, and and I like to share it here with you. Please don't mind my English, and actually I hope my tone of voice is fine because I'm still a bit sick, but I just wanted to make a video for you as well, and you can support me with a like or subscribe. So guys, have you ever heard about mid-20s crisis? Actually, if I'm thinking about it, I haven't heard about it at all. I'd always did hear about like midlife crisis, but not like mid-20s, right? Crisis. What's mid-20s like? Why you should be in crisis? And suddenly I started to think about it, and it actually makes sense, but we just take it, or so many young people, they take it as a granted, because I do have even siblings who are older, and I know they have kind of similar issues going through. They are just older, right? And I want to realize, or I did realize, that actually it's pretty normal, but we have to adapt and accept the situation, what's going on, and then we can improve, or we can change our thinking or our attitude towards it and so on. And let's talk about like literally my situation, and I bet there is plenty of like me over there, and it doesn't matter if you are in 20s or 30s or 40s, because if you are a man, I think you have something in your head that you are kind of provider of the family. Even though you don't have family, you think that you are responsible for other people and so on, which is great, right? Like you want to be leader, you want to be the person that is taking care of the people and so on, but it's just hard, right? Like literally, if I'm thinking about the hometown that I'm actually from, yes, I'm from poor country, Slovakia, it's very poor. Like we make 10 grand in average in a year, right? So it's not like United States or anything like that. But it's just, people take all these things happening to their life as a normal thing, that they don't even consider that to be in crisis. But you know what opened my eyes? I was talking with a guy a couple days ago, 2 days ago. He told me, Michael, I was making 20 grand a day. $20,000 a day, and he is just like 60 miles from my house or from this place. So poor country and making a lot of money. He was actually buying electronics, sell it in another country, and there was a shortage, and it was short-term business, but for 6 months. So you can imagine, you can do your math on that, right? And man, he's just so down because business is already out. He didn't manage his money, he blew up the money, bought Tesla plate and another Tesla Y, so overpriced, so people made money on him. Man, he's 27, and if you think you have a midlife crisis or any crisis, you don't. After I met this guy, that's the crisis. Down, emotionally down, still have quite a bit of money, but it's just, and the thing is, what we have to realize, or I did realize, that it's normal. Our life has ups and downs, right? I don't know anyone who did accomplish something, even though it sounds like that they started from zero and then a couple years they were successful and so on. But on the road, if you would know that person very close, you would know there were ups and downs and ups and downs. And that's midlife crisis, which I do believe it is. Whether it's 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s, it's about ups and downs. The difference between good performer is that how long are you gonna stay down? Because you can balance it pretty fast. And there are different people. There are people who are able actually to adapt or go back to the certain level in a week, in a month, in a year. Suddenly there are people who can do it just like that, but there is way more people who are not able to go back, and that's the problem. So I think it helps if you have a knowledge like this. You know that actually it's a normal, it's a life, shit hit the fence, and then what? Then I try to solve out the situation like I had 3 days ago. I did need $50,000 from the friends or borrow from the bank in 24 hours. And I did get it. And I could be like, oh yeah, I can be depressed, I can have my anxiety, yeah, come on in. I don't have time for that shit, right? I just did solve the situation. I asked the good friends that I did think they are good friends with the money they can borrow me. And it was just good test. So many people who could, and I was thinking they will help me when I was like bit down, like a couple days ago, they didn't. And some of them they did. But it was good test. I know now, especially one person, the girl saying, if you need anything, call me in midnight. I'm gonna help you. I really like you. You're a great man. If you have that kind of person in your life that is saying, if you need anything, call me anytime. I do it for you for free. They don't. They are just cowards. Cowards. That's the coward. That's the word. Yeah, it is like that, and it's okay. Again, there is no need to be in crisis because of that, because I take it as a normal. Like girls, especially like she is, she's a player. She is not the person who wants to help people. She just wants to get use out of you, and it's okay. There are plenty of people, plenty of men, plenty of women. That's okay. So what else? So that's how you can avoid midlife crisis, actually. Of course, you not avoid, but when it's coming, it's normal. And that's what good for me. When I know when something is coming and I already know about that situation, it makes me kind of easier because I already know that it's happened to some people and so on. That's why it's good to That's why it's good to read books or listen to podcast or just kind of be in the game, because you know what's happening and you are not surprised if shit hit the fence. So that's the midlife crisis what you can have, and the midlife crisis is the same in different ages, because yes, I have friends who are older. What's the problem? No money, marriages and so on. And usually it starts with money. Believe or not, all the crises that I know that people have and the things went bad, it was about the money. So I'm not saying now you have to go out and make money and you are gonna be happy. Not really. Money, it's not gonna bring you even happiness in the long run, but it's so hard without them. And many problems can be solved out with the money. And if you think I'm talking shit, ask some rich people. Ask some rich people what they will tell you. Because I did it. I did grow up in an area or that money are not gonna make you happy, money are not important and so on. Of course they are not important if you don't have any, right? They would be important if you would have them, right? But you have to change the thinking. It's not like once I'm gonna be millionaire, I'm gonna invest the money. I have to invest money in order to be millionaire, right? So yeah, and it's dark true about 20s, because don't get me wrong, all my friends when it comes to 20s, Instagram, doing shit, so vacations, traveling and so on. And I know these are the guys, these are the girls going through shit, the depression and so on, and they put it on the social media how happy they are, and it's just, come on, I'm just laughing about it or smiling because I know the real situation. You cannot be happy if you don't make any money and you go for one vacation or two vacations and you spend all the money there. You just, part of the big race, rat race, right? So don't talk shit on social media. That's how I see it, So yeah, don't underestimate it, and don't be over surprised or overwhelmed by crisis that, I had just talked with a friend and he said, Michael, I'm broke, 26 years old. And yeah, he is broke, but I was like, think about it. You have this, you have this. Perspective. Some people don't have anything. What else? Oh, you think it's still bad? Go to Africa. Go to see, I did see many places, and I did see many times bad things happening, and that's what made me more balanced when it comes to all the things. Yeah, I like to make money. I would be lying if I don't. But the thing is that I already do okay. Yes, I would say I'm poor, right? But I do okay. So that's my buying atmosphere with everything. And if you have a buying atmosphere with everything, there is no chance you are gonna be depressed. There is no chance you are gonna be in crisis, and so on. And if you are in crisis, that you are a broke guy, I know about one guy very close to me. He's way older, 5 years older. Get your shit together and start to work, because you don't like to work. So, so that's the other thing, like I understand when you are disabled and so on, no word from me, and I admire you for everything that you can manage. But if you are a healthy person and you are shitting on everything and you don't even try to work hard, you work just 40 hours for some bullshit guy somewhere, come on. Do you think that's it? That's how you create wealth? That's how you create success? That's how you create nothing, to me, And of course you can make in 40 hours, if you work for some guy, millions of dollars. I'm just talking about me. I'm not able to make so much money yet. Hopefully I will one day, and it depends what is so much. I remember I did make a video. I spent $1,000 a month and I'm very broke. A guy just responded to me, what? If I could spend $1,000 in 1 month on whatever I want, including rent, I would be so happy. And I was like, what? And that's again the perspective, because he was from poor country making $200 a month. And that's what opens your eyes. To me, what opened my eyes, it was losing people in my life. And then you realize, I like Dostoev, at the end of the day, man doesn't need so much land. He just needs 6 times 2 inches or whatever. I don't remember what was the measurement. And that's the grave. You understand? It was, I think, Tolstoy or Dostoevsky. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Maybe Tolstoy, if it was from Russia. And that's the thing you understand. And I can talk about midlife crisis next video as well, because there is so much I want to share, just from the friends and from my situation. And I've been down. I like Charlie Munger. If something is bad happening to you, it's okay to cry about it 3 days, 3 nights, and then forget about it. And I didn't in one situation. It was during this summer when somebody betrayed me, and it was just because I was doing door-to-door sales, which is higher pressure, higher anxiety, higher depression job at all, not combined with the businesses across the Europe, because I was in United States, I have business here like with real estate and blah blah blah. And yeah, shit hit the fence. And you know what, I was there in States trying to sell and make some money with door-to-door sales, and you know what, I still had good summer. I still had way better summer than being here. I grew up a lot as a person, as a fucking person. I think I grew up a lot, just because here, like, there is nothing that can break me, like nothing. I'm problem solver. I can solve the problems. Like literally, I know so many people when shit hit the fans, like I need 50 grand in 24 hours. They would be just fucked. They would just get drunk or high on anything. But I don't have friends that can give me 50 grand like that. But I ask high school friends, 2 grand, 3 grand, girls. And just suddenly and somehow we came up with the money. And that's the lesson that I did take even a couple days ago. It doesn't matter how big is a problem that it's happening to you. You just break it. You break it to smaller parts. So I did break 50 grand, 2, 3, 4, give me 6, give me 2 grand, give me $500. Okay, whatever. And that's it. How you can accept whenever crisis hit your life. And if it's too bad, like you are just hopeless, friends, family, and that's it. You have to ask for help from friends and family. I don't like to ask for help with the family because I don't have very good relations, but I like to ask from the friends and so on. And you know what? I remember the guys and the girls that were with me when I hit the fence, because I know I'm gonna be very successful and I'm a good person at all, so I don't mind to help even I'm not successful. If you need the help, I do, and if I can, of course. But the thing is, that's what I told the friend that betrayed me, or the girl I was talking, that I'm not sure if you would call me, I would be able to give you any money, but I would definitely not leave you alone to deal with this. And that's the real friend. You know what? That's the real friend. Because real friend tries to help even when he cannot. And fake friend, doesn't try to help even when that person shouldn't help. And that's the problem. And that's the midlife crisis, or any life crisis. It's very correlated with the people who you are surrounded with. So that's the end of the video, and I want to make next part. Thanks for watching. Until next time. See ya.